So we have moving ahead. Move ahead, keeping faith, following my heart as I evolve. Life guides me as I move toward greater understanding. Each growing phase, whether difficult or not, is important, for it leads me to a treasure that helps me to go forward. Okay, so there's movement, making some traction, some maybe new experiences after a period of stagnation. Stuff. Lots of Princess of Swords. We're figuring out what exactly we're thinking, what our opinions are on certain things, and our minds are changing, and it's a new world that we're being shown, is what that's speaking to me about. And things might be in just their kind of infant stages, but there's a lot to see, and there's a lot of different perspectives, and there's no reason to be distrustful just because it's a new form of thinking, a new way of thinking, new ideas. Don't knock it before you rock it. Don't slash through it and not give it a chance. It's new. Just keep your mind open, because there's lots to see and lots of different perspectives that are coming at you, and it's up to you to discern what means what and why. So just keep an open mind, and don't close your mind off to any specific thing. And these guys here, we have what is this? This is going to be wellness. So moving ahead with new thoughts and ideas being presented to us about our wellness, about getting right within ourselves. So that's the theme for y'all, and this is going to be for y'all Libras. So shuffle the cards and see what y'all get. My Libras, what's up for y'all this week? It's Monday. Today is the 27th of February. Sun's in Pisces. I don't know where the moon's at right now because I didn't check today. But I believe that we're near the Jupiter and Venus conjunction in Aries. And Venus rules Libra. So funny that I'm kind of called to do Libra first, because Venus rules Libra. So all of us Venus signs, I'm a Taurus, so I'm also ruled by Venus. We're going to be feeling this in Aries, new fresh start, new ways of, that's right there, new modalities, new forms of thinking. It's a big, huge kiss from the universe, blessing, as far as Venusian things like love, relationships, boons, gifts of talent, creativity, inspiration, knowledge, expansion, growth. Those are the two benefic planets, Jupiter and Venus. Jupiter's blowing up Venus's love, beauty, unity, come together in happy, beauty, pretty harmony type energy. So it's just like a huge blessing right now that whatever is going on in your life, it's a good thing. Just be happy, appreciate it, see it for what it is, and in this moment right now, love it as hard as you can, because everything just passes us by. Everything's temporary, so no better time than now. All right, and with that, let's see what we got here. We got the sun. So lots of just life force beaming down on y'all, Libras. It's time to possibly make some sort of sacrifice, and it's up to you whether you want to walk away from it or if you want to take it seriously. Something's really kind of putting you on the spit roast, so to speak. And do you want to get roasted, toasted, or I can see all these clouds, the smoke billowing. Are you gonna, be set out to roast, or are you gonna walk away from that? And that's not to say that it's a negative thing. Maybe that's usually this represents a sacrifice of some sorts. It's giving up something because you know that you'll get a reward for it. And here's the sun with its rays, kind of blasting through, adding that heat. So I want to say things are really coming to a head in a sense. Things are coming to light, and you're feeling the heat. lighten your shit up. And there's the two sides of the Libra, the two sides to balance out. And again, here's not portrayed in the cards. So making a choice is are you willing to give something up because it's going to be, you'll be better for it, or there's a blessing to get from it? Maybe it's this Jupiter-Venus conjunction in Aries. Aries is the first sign of all of it. Does things like no one else does. It's the first to do whatever it does. It's a pioneer, kind of a leader spirit. So it's the untried and true. It's paving your own way, making your own way, and doing it in a way that's never been done before. Is that the fire that's being asked of you? It's a new life, but are you willing to do the shit that you need to do in order to get the full blessings that's being offered? Or are you going to just think about it and stay stagnant, or say no altogether and nothing really comes from it? Except maybe you get burned by someone or something, or you burn someone else in the process. We have the Hermit. So that's kind of wanting to just keep to yourself, and maybe you're doing a little bit too much of that, possibly. Like you're not really joining with the people around you that need your light, that need your radiance. And you're not willing to give that to them for whatever reason right now. You're kind of keeping to yourself, possibly, and just keeping your inner light for yourself. Maybe you're afraid of what may happen if people get too close, or it could be you're just tired, you're just done kind of right now with the whole charade and dealing with people's problems and their bullshit, and you really just want some time to yourself. It may be necessary to take some time to yourself, and you're not doing that. So it could be a reminder that maybe you should take a time out and go and take this little time alone to hermit a little bit, and maybe to make those sacrifices internally, like take a break, back off of things that are going to potentially not bad in and of themselves, but they have the potential to, maybe right now they a little too much can burn a situation that otherwise would be good. So take a time out, possibly for some of you, take a break, get right with yourself, and back away from things that don't serve you or your highest good, or allow you to serve others, and figure out possibly what that could be. If you don't know, take some time out to figure it out, analyze. And those of you that are resisting being around others, there's a call to rejoin. The world needs you, people need you, and you got to be there for them. For whatever reason that's holding you back, get over it and rejoin. Don't just keep to yourself. I'm guilty of that same thing. I do that myself. I love people, but they complicate things. I'm one of them, I know exactly. It's both ways, always, it's both and it's not easy, but that's just how life is. So just make the best of it, take a breather if you need it, and then go back in there and make a difference, make connection, because that's what we're here for. And we're responsible to and for each other. So you walked away from something that you had put a lot of time and effort into not too long ago, and you left it behind. You wanted to see what was on the other side of the mountain, you wanted to try something new. It had reached its end, and now you're still figuring out what exactly you want to do, because you may have found out that it wasn't all it was cracked up to be. The grass wasn't greener on the other side, and now you find yourself alone because people's feelings got hurt. And it's not to say that all is lost, not at all, but you have to make some concessions of sorts in order to get back that star, that heat of that person in your life that really is the blazing reason for your being, that brings you that warmth that you're kind of lacking right now out in the cold. You walked away from. So really maybe it's just about learning to appreciate things. that you took for granted before, and not just being so quick to drop something just because something else looks shinier or whatever. Squandering a good chance, squandering resources, squandering, wasting something, just being wasteful because you were quick to drop it and see if something else was a better situation. Coming up, you wanna be clingy and hold on, but you have to maybe learn to let go. And after everything that's happened, things changed. You've changed, and their feelings about probably changed as well. And it's time to just move ahead, with the new ideas and thoughts and everything that's been said. It's forever changed. So life doesn't stop for anyone. So you got to continue moving ahead and towards wellness. Just continue to seek out doing good, and don't hurt anybody, and you'll be fine. I'm sure you're going to be fine. You may want to reach out and send some emails, text messages, be in contact. Really, just take all things in moderation. You don't want to rush ahead, immaturely with a big head, or just because you're impatient or thirsty. Don't go overboard. Take your time, especially if you're one of the people that actually did walk away from something that you regret. Don't just show up again and be all like ready for it. Like, they're gonna need some time. If this is about relationships, or if it's not, if it's about like work or family or whatever, give people the time and space. Just like they need to give you the time and space to make some mistakes and hopefully learn from. You also need to give them some time to, reacclimate to the way that this has changed them as a result of you doing something that you felt called to do. It goes both ways. People see your power. People are in awe of your ability to create, and manifest whatever crosses your mind. So there's a lot of good here. There's a lot of blessings. The sun is just always radiance and just life-giving source of the force of love and just grace and being. So there is a lot to work with here as far as that, and it's not negative. It's just, don't keep it to yourself. Don't keep it to yourself, because people are missing out on you, and you're missing out on all the things that could happen by joining up again with them and making connections. So rather than being so quick to run away, it's like a coming home to yourself, in a sense, when you're able to come home to them. And there's some conflicts that you're going to have to make right. But as I said, such is life. It's not easy. It's a constant journey. So, stay on the road that's right for you, and stay on the road that honor and true. Honor yourself and your motives, your goals, and demand the same from others, but honor the fact that they have every right to feel how they feel, especially if you've been maybe not wronged them, but especially if you've just been so caught up in your own head that you failed to see how that would affect them. It's a call kind of to take a look at how your actions do affect others, because it could end up, if you don't try to assess things and look at things in this new ways, it could end up that you're just carrying a bunch of burdens and worries, and the one little goal, happiness thing that brought you excitement here, is going to end with a bunch of people fighting. All these wands, everybody's got their own little bullshit that they're fighting for, and in the end, it's all on you. Like, you're carrying all that weight because maybe you caused a lot of this. So don't be a dick. Be nice. Treat others with kindness, and move ahead with new thoughts, new ways of looking at things. Keep your mind open, always towards wellness, is what this shenanigan's saying. So there you go, Libra. Hope you have a great week. Don't be a dick. Love yourself, love others. Amen.